Welcome back to another episode of Iniquitous News. I'm your host, Lawrence Johnson, and let's get right into it. Elon Musk kicked out the White House? I think so. They haven't made it official, but where is he? I mean, he used to be around 24/7, but all of a sudden, it's just like slowly but surely, everyone is starting to kind of part ways. It really came to the forefront with the whole Navarro back and forth situation. And then he decided for the first time ever to come out and talk against the tariffs. He said, I don't agree with the tariffs. I think we should stop them in Europe. I think there should be free trade, how it's always been. That means that he's now on Trump's bad side. And he's on the rest of the administration's side's worst side. I mean, listen to the shit they had to say about him. I have been in the same room with Elon, and he always tries to be funny. And he's not funny, like at all. He makes these jokes, little side smiles, and then almost looks hurt if you don't lap up his humor. I keep using the word annoying. A lot of people who have to deal with him do. But the word doesn't do the situation justice. Elon just thinks he's smarter than everyone else in the room and acts like it, even when it's clear he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, I think that quote sums it up right there, people. They are sick of him. And it is very true. He always tries to do these cringy jokes, and he thinks you're not funny. Now, Trump, he may be terrible, but he's funny. Musk, just stick to your role, but that's the thing. I don't think you got a role anymore. And if we go over the timetable, you came in, guns blazing. I'm going to cut funding. I'm going to cut everything. And now they even blaming you for that. I mean, just now, one of Trump's people, they came out and basically blamed him for the recent helicopter crash, the recent plane crash, RIP to the people's lives that were lost. But now they're saying those cuts actually did affect what's going on.
Do I want to make our government more efficient? Do I want to be able to do a little more with a little less? Because then I put more money into the great work that we do? Yeah, I want to do that. But you can't do that without good people, right? And so, though I want us to be more efficient, I also look, and as I think of Doge cutting things, I don't know about that elsewhere, but we actually build things here, right? You can't cut your way to a new road. You can't cut your way to a new bridge. You can't cut your way into a new air traffic control system. So we're actually going to build in this department.
It's crazy how all of a sudden it's not DEI. Because I remember when all these accidents first started happening, oh, it's DEI's fault. We're just giving people positions for no reason, and then now planes are crashing. Now it's Elon's fault because he was just cutting random jobs, which, I mean, honestly, that does make a little bit more sense than the whole DEI thing. But it's very obvious that they have now turned on him, and he's no longer seen. He's no longer giving talks. He's no longer hosting conferences. He ain't even wearing suits in the White House no more, or his little bullshit get-ups. I really think he's done, and he's gone. I mean, he still tweets like a madman, but I mean, his last public appearance was the worst and shittiest game stream I've ever seen in my life. He tried to live stream to show off Starlink and say, oh yeah, you know me, I'm one of the best players in the world, even though he's already been outed for paying someone to play for him. But he wanted to try to prove his gaming, and he fucking sucked. Every single gamer was watching him like, why are you even doing this? And what he didn't understand is how hated he really was. Because his comments, oh my God, just flooded all the time. You are going to die alone. You are lonely. You suck. Elon, nobody likes you. And then he just ended up rage quitting within like the first hour and got off because, one, he clearly doesn't know how to play the game. Two, why lie about playing the game and then live stream it when you know you suck and everyone that actually does game is immediately going to be like, what the fuck? And three, he's just very fragile. Fragile ego and gaming does not go together. And now we see why. He probably never really did game because he probably got bullied in the game chats. So Elon, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of him in the future. I think the White House, he's out. Doge, probably no more. And I mean, it makes a lot of sense because think about all the fraud people were arrested for in these last 70 days, 80 days, whatever it's been now. Zero. How many people were fired unjustly? Thousands. A lot. More than I can count. Oh, Elon, see it ever, dweeb. Trump's art of the deal. That's seriously what they're calling it. His little spokesperson, Krista, whatever her name is, whatever. Many of you guys must have not watched it's not art of the deal. He didn't think bonds was going to start selling like hotcakes. Tell it what it is. Even Fox News anchors are coming out themselves and saying, oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm trying to tell him to make this shit happen, but I'm trying to trust the process, but the process is not working. I mean, don't take my word for it.
The trade tariffs the president's talking about is a small part of it. He has made it the only part of it. Where I said last week that I hope and pray that he knows what he's talking about, thus far, he doesn't seem to know what he's talking about. If this takes 6 months to a year, and we find to see the kind of continued stress in our economy and our markets, Jesse, it won't be about whether you're panicking or I'm panicking. It'll be all of our viewers will be panicking because they will see not only that their retirement numbers their retirement accounts have come down. You'll find young people not being able to find jobs or good paying jobs. You'll see houses not being sold. You'll see grocery prices being too high and people not being able to spend in small businesses. So, Judge, it may be funny, but the reality so far is the numbers don't. If this were a Democrat in office, I say to everyone around this table and people watching, who I love the fact that they watch, if this were a Democrat doing this, we would have a very, very different take on this, and I would be leading that charge. Thus far, this isn't working. I want to give it all the time in the world, but at some point, when it gets to 10 trillion we've lost in the market, and we're trying to make up a few billion in tariffs, someone has to say to the president, this isn't the way to do it.
And he does bring up a very interesting point, because if this was a Democrat that dropped the market trillions of dollars, we wouldn't have heard the end of it. Fox News would be calling for their firing, impeachment. Who the fuck this person think they is? But now it's part of the deal. This is all a plan. It's not a plan. The stock market continues to crash. People's 401k continues to be depleted. And now people are starting to panic a little bit. And me, I'm just looking around like, I didn't even make enough money to put shit away in my 401k. I live in LA. I'm just trying to make it, baby. But a lot of people are freaking the fuck out. And rightfully so. Because, Trump is just so open with it. Look what he had to say about his billionaire friends.
This is Charles Schwab. It's not just a company, it's actually an individual. And he made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad, because, he's in financials. I've always been.
So he knows they made them billions of dollars by his market manipulation. Of course, you don't want to call it insider trading. A lot of people don't have truth. A lot of people don't have Twitter. It's still insider trading, even though a vast majority of more people knew about it. That's what it is. Good time to buy. I'm pausing all tariffs. And if you keep on arguing with me that he's paused the tariffs because this was a plan they came forth to negotiate, no, it's because our shit was tanking and bonds were being sold. And if you don't believe me, use Google, use your phone, watch every news channel. Stop with the fanship shit. He doesn't know what he's doing right now. He's shooting from the hip. He thinks you could just argue like real estate and go back and this is trade between country and country for years on end. We're not making a purchase. When you're in a trade deficit, that's a good thing because that means that your economy is thriving because everyone's using you. This man's trying to be, we need to be in a trade surplus. Yeah, that's the Great Depression. That's what happens. And what's even funnier is how much stuff Trump is starting to backpedal on. The biggest one is now being illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. What did he come out and say? Well, the farmers, people in hotels, agriculture, AKA all these immigrants that we were talking about that you said you were going to mass deport, well, they can stay for now. They're needed. What? Play the clip.
We're also going to work with farmers that if they have strong recommendations for their farms for certain people, we're going to let them stay in for a while and work with the farmers and then come back and go through a legal process. But we have to take care of our farmers and hotels and various places where they need the people.
I thought these were the problems. I thought these were the illegal immigrants that were taking our jobs, and now, the farmers need them. Hotels need them. We need them in agriculture, so they're there to stay. You know how contradicting that is? And for all you MAGA fans out there that said, deport, 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 look, your boy, as you can see, he knows how important they are. Trump Towers, they all over the place, cleaning up after everybody in every single hotel room. Housekeeping, yeah, that's them. He don't want to admit it, but they are very needed. They contribute to our society. They pay taxes. They should not be deported. And now even your boy Trump agrees. Why he was talking all that bullshit in the beginning? Of course, because he just likes to, he's like playing an instrument. He likes to get an applause from people. He ain't really standing on business like that. He is standing on business with Garcia, though, who was a man that was illegally deported and is now in El Salvador because he was supposedly with the Venezuelan gang, which doesn't even make any sense because when you look into the history of it, as you can see, they thought he was with MS-13. But even that, a judge came out and said, there's no actual evidence of this. That's why he should be a legal citizen in 2009. This man's been a citizen since 2009. 15 years later, he's driving with his 5-year-old kid, gets arrested, deported immediately because he's gang affiliated. The Supreme Court now has ruled we need him back. How long will it take him to come back? And you're sitting there saying, no, this is what due process is. Because if he wasn't immediately deported and now in El Salvador, which is obviously a very dangerous place around people that he should not be around, this would have never happened. They'd been like, oh, I mean, look at his court cases right here. Oh, yeah, go back to your family. Keep doing what you're doing. There's no method to the madness, people, as much as you want there to be. He's playing this shit like a video game, but we're the characters living in it. Trump has made some new hires recently. The head of anti-Semitism, surprise, surprise, a guy from Israel. I mean, come on. At what point in time are we going to stop this bullshit? The rise in anti-Semitism is so... This guy is going to call everything anti-Semitic. And I knew there was a line where I was going to be like, okay, now I know this is bullshit. Miss Rachel. Yes, Miss Rachel, the YouTube child sensation. Well, I mean, she's a YouTube star for children. Every single child loves Miss Rachel. They hear the music, they hear, oh, Miss Rachel, I need to tune in. Yeah, they want an investigation on her for anti-Semitism. And what did she do? You may be wondering. She prayed for the children of Gaza. This opened up an anti-Semitic investigation, and they wanted to look in to see if she's being funded by foreign terrorist organizations because she prayed for children that are dying, and she wants them to get food and water. Like what I would say any normal human wants. Clearly not. I guess that's anti-Semitic. You understand? You lose the credibility of anti-Semitism when you start peddling bullshit like this. Miss Rachel? Really? Oh, they're trying to mind program our kids. Shut the fuck up. 50,000 kids and women have died. That's why Miss Rachel's praying for them. And I told you, free speech limitation was on the way, and Trump is proving that. Now he wants to investigate a former DHS official because he wrote a book talking shit about Trump. Oh, I feel like he's a traitor. I need some type of investigation into this. It's a book. It's an opinionated piece because he thought he was a shitty leader. We need to investigate to see if we can try to arrest him. I feel like he's a traitor because he didn't like you and the things that you were ordering him to do. So he wrote a book about it, and now it's selling pretty well, and people are reading like, oh, damn, you had to go through some bullshit. This is what free speech limitation looks like, people, and this is only the beginning. Next thing you know, they're going to be like, oh, you know what? You can't talk no shit about Trump, nothing about Israel, and if you do, arrested. My channel will end expeditiously if that happens. Moving on to China. Actually, before we even dive fully into China, let's just take a look. What is Trump's store filled with? These are the people that he just raised 104% tariffs, by the way.
Ooh, look at that bomber jacket. China. This mug says designed in Oregon, but made in China.
Made in China. Made in China. And made in China. The whole entire store, basically. From the Stanley cups to the clothes to... It doesn't matter. Made in China. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you want to talk all this shit about how you going American jobs. I'm going to keep people here. You have immigrants that work in the Trump household. I mean, tower, hotel, whatever you want to call it. And probably your own personal areas down there in Florida on your golf courses. Everything's made from China in your store and most likely in your hotel as well. What the fuck are we talking about? Clearly, you need China for a lot of different reasons to make more money. But I guess you don't even think about that now because you have a Trump meme coin that's made you billions of dollars. And most likely you're soliciting different types of companies to say, oh yeah, I can help you avoid tariffs. Give me that back end. Now, this is all speculative, but I'm just saying, any president that launches a meme coin and, you know, their presidential run doesn't immediately end, I do have a couple questions that are raised because I'm like, I know people that have made millions off meme coins. That meant fucking a lot of other people. It is what it is. Speaking of Trump hires, what about our Secretary of Education, Lisa? What does she have to say in this daunting, informative interview?
But that there is a school system that's going to start making sure that first graders or even pre-Ks have A1 teaching, every year starting, that far down in the grades. And that's just that's a wonderful thing. Kids are sponges. They just absorb everything. And so it wasn't all that long ago that we're going to have internet in our schools. Whoop. Now, okay, let's see A1 and how can that be helpful? How can it be helpful in one-on-one instruction?
Teaching A1 in schools is AI. I know you probably thought, like, hold on, maybe she just meant like really, really good teachers. No, she thought she was talking about AI. This shows how wrong she even thinks she knows about anything. And yeah, okay, fine. You give it the benefit. Well, she meant AI. A1 and AI are so completely fucking different. And even if you were saying like meant to say, why would you double down? And you can see the people that were on the stage with her were kind of like, do we call her out or do we just kind of let her rock? And they just let her rock because you know that she's the type that does not want to be corrected. And it's like, this is the person that's the Secretary of Department of Education? Like this, Lisa? She doesn't know what the fuck AI is? But she's talking about, how it's going to be implemented into schools. How great is this? A1, finally, kids are going to be learning. We used to have internet, but now we got A1. That is fucking stupid and so out of touch, and why we need a lot of old people out of there. But, old people listen, and that's probably exactly what she did. Whatever Trump says, jump. How high, Mr. Trump? Type vibes. Shitty. Very dumb. Speaking of very dumb, look at these new things that Trump's cabinet is wearing. Gold pins of him. What? Who the fuck makes a pin of themselves and like, yeah, wear this shit. Make sure you're wearing this around the White House because you know me. I'm your ultimate leader. This is the most egotistical maniac shit I've seen in a minute, bro. A gold pin of another man and you have to wear it around the cabinet, around the White House? Oh yeah, I'd be fired day one. You got me fucked up. I look at this pin, I'm like, who the fuck is this for? What? Not even American flag. I need you to wear Donnie on the heart. Got me chopped. And moving into our Gladiator Friday matchup, today is not a matchup. Who are we tossing in? Benjamin Netanyahu, the war criminal that's wanted by everybody and is currently committing a genocide and trying to increase war all over the place. He will set the precedent that genocidal maniacs immediately do not have power and tossed into Gladiator Fridays, where margin for error, you guessed it, death. Now, what type of matchup will he have? Every single fan gets a rock. Because he always arrests people for throwing rocks and locks them in prisons for years on end. So why don't you get a taste of your own medicine? Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't even think I'm going to send an animal out. I'm just going to have him run around in circles while we all get to throw rocks. Rocks this time, unlimited. If somehow you run out of 10, guess what? We got some more. We ain't going to make you pay. Go ahead. Call me inhumane. Call me a terrible person. I guarantee you there will be no genocide happening for at least the next 200 years because everyone's going to be able to go watch the video and be like, what happened to that dude named? Oh, shit. I do not want that to happen to me. Moving into some better situation and good vibes, though, you already know. It is Flashback Friday. We are starting with movies today. And the first one, American Pie 1 and 2. Came across my TV the other day. I had to go watch the actual movie because I need to see the cursing and all. This is greatness. This is what the early 2000s looked like. The punk rock theme songs, all that type of shit. And just good old-fashioned humor. And as someone that obviously was younger, I wasn't actually in school. Yes, I'm like, this is what high school shit about to be like? Dang, it is lit. Did it live up to it? Not all the way, but this is like one of those movies. It's a cult classic that you need to watch. After that, we have Anger Management. Adam Sandler, Jack Nicholson. It's like, I don't know how I forgot about this movie, but I was just scrolling the other day. I'm like, wait, damn, I ain't watched this in mad long. I turned it on. I'm like, oh shit. This motherfucker was elite. After that, we now gonna go keep on the comedy route. How High? Hood classic. Every single person needs to watch this movie, though. I'm talking about they were so ahead of their time. Method Man, Redman, you're not going to see other rappers that are this good at actors. I swear to God, you're not. And if you haven't seen this movie, basically, they start smoking weed and they start getting all the answers to the test. They go take the SAT, pass with flying colors. Next thing you know, they in Harvard. 2 hood niggas in Harvard. What's up? What's happening? And they take over the campus, make that shit wavy. I'm just saying, it's one of the movies that if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it right now over the weekend because you're going to be laughing your ass off. You might as well smoke a little bleezy while you do it. And last but not least, we have The Departed. Leo the GOAT and so many other great actors are in this movie. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. If you have seen it, you should go watch it again because, I don't know. They've been making great movies, but there's just something about the dialogue, the acting, the writing, the action here and there. It's just like, oh, shit. This is unbelievable. Moving into our Flashback Fridays for music, we're going to start off with one of my personal favorites from back in the day. I haven't put Drake on this list because, it's just too obvious, but congratulations.
Black hearts on my cardigan. At the crib telling your girl that we should order in. And tell G to put his feet up on the ottoman. We just up against a bunch of rappers I go harder than damn.
Up next we have Ooh Ah by Grits. This is one of those songs that It was on, I think it was called Bucket List or something back in the day on MTV. And that was the first time I heard it. I'm like, oh, maybe want to move to California, make my life feel lit, and
My life be like, my life be like times like these that make me say, Lord, if you see me, please come my way.
I know, right? Immediately I was like, oh, son, I need to start doing stuff on my bucket list. This makes me feel like I could do anything. Another song that makes you just feel good and nostalgic, Here in Your Arms, Hello, Goodbye. I'm talking about like chills.
When you are the one who only lies close to me, whispers although I miss you quite terribly. I fell in love with you suddenly.
Last but not least, we have one of my old MySpace songs. Yeah, that's right, MySpace. I was around for that. Had a profile. I was coding before I even knew what that shit was. Lost in Love, I-15.
And so I'm up in the dust again. If you rewind and play it back, I'm just gonna do it all over again.
That's a time that music boy groups was really thriving. I mean, I don't think any of them are together no more, but during this time, I ain't gonna lie, you seen 5 people like, oh, B2K, I-15, you never knew what you was about to get. Motherfuckers was tough. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Iniquitous News. Don't forget to hate and subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, man. No, I'm not in Coachella. I'm here delivering y'all the news. That's how dedicated I am to this shit. For real. And we just gonna keep on growing. Show me some love in the feedback and comments and let me know what I can do better and what's worse. And don't worry, more hater merch is on the way. New restock coming soon. I'm out.
You've just tuned in to another edition of Iniquitous News Network with Lawrence Johnson. Don't forget to hate and subscribe.